Success is a great deodorant. It takes away all your past smells. I suppose when they reach a certain age, some men are afraid to grow up. It seems the older the men get, the younger their new wives get. I've never thought of my jewelry as trophies. I'm here to take care of it and to love it, for we are only temporary custodians of beauty. I just love the feeling of flying. I could jump 6 feet bareback, and it was the closest thing to being Pegasus and flying next to God. It's the most liberating, freedom-making feeling in the world. People who know me well call me Elizabeth. I dislike Liz. On Michael Jackson and child stardom, he had one of the worst childhoods ever. I think Kai had the second. Marilyn Monroe seemed to have a kind of unconscious glow about her physical self that was innocent, like a child. When she posed nude, it was I am kind of, sort of dishy, like she enjoyed it without being egotistical. Being able to go on location and see the world was the greatest perk of all. If you can't laugh at yourself, you're cooked. I adore wearing gems, but not because they are mine. You can't possess radiance, you can only admire it. My favorite name for a color is puce. It's kind of a dry blood color. It's a hideous color. But I love the word. It's so euphonic. But my favorite colors are lavender, purple, periwinkle blue, and white. It is bad enough that people are dying of AIDS, but no one should die of ignorance. I was so strictly brought up that the only time I could get away would be on my own pony. I could ride wherever I wanted on my godfather's estate in Kent. I wasn't brought up to be afraid of anything. Big girls need big diamonds. I'm a survivor, a living example of what people can go through and survive. Follow your passions, follow your heart, and the things you need will come. I don't have a short temper. I just have a quick reaction to bullshit. You just do it. You force yourself to get up. You force yourself to put one foot before the other, and God damn it, you refuse to let it get to you. You fight, you cry, you curse. Then you go about the business of living. That's how I've done it. There's no other way. The problem with people who have no vices is that generally you can be pretty sure they are going to have some pretty annoying virtues. It's all about hope, kindness, and a connection with one another. You are who you are. All you can do in this world is help others to be who they are and better themselves. I'm not like anyone. I'm me. When people say, she's got everything, I've got one answer I haven't had tomorrow. When people say, she's got everything, I've got one answer I haven't had tomorrow. You can't cry on a diamond's shoulder, and diamonds won't keep you warm at night, but they're sure fun when the sun shines. Pour yourself a drink, put on some lipstick, and pull yourself together. All of my life I've spent a lot of time with gay men: Montgomery Clift, Jimmy Dean, Rock Hudson, who are my colleagues, co-workers, confidants, my closest friends. But I never thought of who they slept with. They were just the people I loved. I could never understand why they couldn't be afforded the same rights and protections as all of the rest of us. There is no gay agenda, it's a human agenda. It is strange that the years teach us patience, that the shorter our time, the greater our capacity for waiting. I call upon you to draw from the depths of your being to prove that we are a human race, to prove that our love outweighs our need to hate, that our compassion is more compelling than our need to blame. I don't entirely approve of some of the things I have done, or am, or have been, but I'm me. God knows, I'm me. It's not the having, it's the getting. You can be fat and still be sexy. All depends on how you feel about yourself. I feel very adventurous. There are so many doors to be opened, and I'm not afraid to look behind them. The beauty of fragrance is that it speaks to your heart and hopefully someone else's. Money is the best deodorant. When I'm not with the one I love the one I'm with. The most sensible thing to do to people you hate is to drink their brandy. You find out who your real friends are when you're involved in a scandal. So much is said with the electricity of the eyes, the intensity of a whisper. Less is more. Look, sweetheart, I can rank you under any goddamn table you want, so don't worry about me. How can money be the root of all evil when shopping is the cure for all sadness? I'm not afraid. Life is just such an adventure to me. Michael Jackson is part of my heart. We would do anything for each other. I think I'm finally growing up and about time. I've only slept with men I've been married to. How many women can make that claim? I've been through it all, baby. I'm Mother Courage. I hate myself on the screen. I want to die. My voice is either too high or too gravelly. I want to dive under the carpet. I love to be tall and willowy. I'm short. Why shouldn't gay people be able to live as open and freely as everybody else? What it comes down to, ultimately, is love. How can anything bad come out of love? The bad stuff comes out of mistrust, misunderstanding, and, God knows, from hate and from ignorance. You can't choose between right and wrong by taking a census. The things that are important to me, being a mother, a businesswoman, an activist, are all things that were born out of great passion. Fragrance is an incredibly intimate thing. It can evoke very specific thoughts or memories and is a little different for each person who wears it. I also think it's the most accessible luxury. I have never felt more alive than when I watch my children delight in something. Never more alive than when I have watched a great artist perform. And never richer than when I have scored a big check to Philosophers. I never face the day without perfume. I believe in mind over matter and doing anything you set your mind on. Originally, we were going to set up a cappuccino bar in the showroom, but we've been so busy. We decided when we're old and gray, we're going to set up a coffee shop, and we formed the company about 18 months ago when we thought of the name. It's going to be TLC, Tastes Like Chocolate. My mother says I didn't open my eyes for 8 days after I was born. But when I did, the first thing I saw was an engagement ring. I was hooked. When I hear the name Michael Jackson, I think of brilliance, of dazzling stars, lasers, and deep emotions. I think he is one of the world's biggest and greatest stars. And it just so happens that he is one of the most gifted music makers the world has ever known. I think he is one of the finest people to hit this planet. And, in my estimation, he is the true king of pop, rock, and soul. I love you, Michael. If it is not to make the world better, what is money for? Now is the time for guts and guile. I left home as soon as I could, when I was 18. I thought I was in love and got married. The press called it Prince Charming and Cinderella. He was a Hilton, so I was the poor little Cinderella. And when I got a divorce 9 months later, I never told the court why, but he was cruel. Everything makes me nervous except making films. Give. Remember always to give. That is the one thing that will make you grow. I gave a very dear friend of mine my humanitarian award, because you don't need an award to be, or not be, a humanitarian.